Hey everybody, happy new moon. Welcome to video. This past April was really wild. If you did not feel the bumpy astro weather, let me see that chart. How? I think everybody felt something shift in April. And it makes sense because we had the eclipses, we had Mercury retrograde, and now we are in May. We are firmly in Taurus season. I'm just coming fresh off my birthday week. I'm going to talk about that on a different episode about solar returns, but we'll come back to that because I had to get on and talk about this new moon happening in Taurus. This is happening tonight at 8:22 p.m. Pacific time. Adjust for your local time. Same thing. Our chart here for Los Angeles is going to have a Scorpio rising. I have the chart pulled up here, but that's going to vary depending on where you're located and what time this new moon is happening for you. But the only thing that will be different is your rising. Everything else is going to be the same. And so when we have a new moon, we know that that's when the sun and moon come together. So I'm zoomed in showing you the conjunction of the sun and moon that we have at 18 degrees of Taurus. And they're not alone. We have a lot of tourist stuff that's been cooking. We've been deep in this Jupiter Uranus conjunction for some time now. We had the exact conjunction on 420, blaze it. And then Venus has been back home in its home sign of Taurus. Now, I'm sure y'all have heard me talk about the aspects in astrology, and that's what we're looking at here. So we can see that like this red line is an opposition. That's just showing us the nodal oppositions, which the nodes are always going to be opposite of each other. That's just how they roll. But then also these other angles with trines and sextiles. So there's really a lot of positive aspects going on in this new moon, and that's why I wanted to talk about it. Because look, manifesting, calling in, whatever, people, is it privilege? Is it manifesting? These are very fair conversations to have. And I think they're necessary conversations to have, especially in the woo community, especially in astrology, especially when there's so many snake oil salesmen. There's so many people, offering a cure, right? And if it was as simple as offering a cure, wouldn't we all just be sipping it down? Life isn't as easy as that. But what's dope is sometimes the astrology is just really good and really supportive. And I would have felt like I felt like I just had to tell you guys. Like I felt like I just had to let y'all know how really special this is because Taurus being this Earth Venus fixed sign, this is really about concrete results. This is about seeing what you've been working for. Similar to Virgo, similar to Capricorn, Earth signs are the material results. It's the seeing the plans on the calendar. It's seeing the money in the bank account. And so since we have Venus present here, which can be money, which can be relationships, the things that we value and care about, on top of we have Jupiter, our planet of good fortune, abundance. This is where we get our prizes. And then Uranus. So Uranus has been in Taurus since 2018, and Uranus is where we have unexpected surprises. So I'm just loving this cluster for this new moon that is really about maybe seeing some of the rewards for that work we've been doing, or if maybe we're not seeing it just yet, there's a lot of support from Saturn that says it's time to get to work and it's time to do it. And it's time to not only just like invest and do the things that you've been meaning to do, but have it be those passion projects. Like it's not just like, oh, I got to apply and get a new job, or oh, I got to do this. And I don't know. It's not as managerial, but really more about that spiritual connected side because Pisces and Taurus love the things they love and they love doing the things that they're interested in. This is not just grind for grind's sakes, right? This is because I need to do this. I need to write this book. I need to, make this painting, sing this song, like whatever it is that's in this, from it's really from the bottom of your feet to the top of your heart. If it has to come out, I think this is a great time to experiment with playing with that. This is me making this video. I was like, I want to get on video. Let's give it a shot here on this new moon. And I can play around with the format and see what I like and see what you guys like. So here we are doing just that. Now, there is a lot of Aries players in the mix. We have not been fully relieved of Aries attention. We have Mars back in its home sign as well. So we have Venus and Mars where they like to be, our wants and needs. Hello, hello. And then Mercury is out of retrograde, not out of shadow yet. I got to double check that date. Someone let me know. Someone reply in the comments and let me know. And but it's here and present with the north node of our aligned destiny and also Chiron, which is about really big breakthroughs from maybe feelings from the past that we are moving on from. Old stories, old wounds. It's like Chiron and Aries, especially in this new moon chart, feels very like, the shit that used to bother you. And then, like, maybe your therapist or your friend's like, oh, that person that bothered you. And you're like ready to tell the shit talking story. But then you're like, I'm actually over it. Talking about them more gives them more power. And I'm kind of done talking about them. Like, I know where that job or that boss or that person or whatever stands. And I don't even really need to bitch about it anymore. I could see these breakthroughs coming in with this new moon and also into Taurus season in general. This past Aries season / most of April was a lot of old stuff being put to bed because Aries is such our sign of newness and freshness that if anything just feels like the same complaint. It's like the Mean Girls meme that's like, I can hear myself, people being bored of me talking, but I'm still doing it. It's like, yeah, if you're bored of hearing yourself talk about it, maybe this is the sign to, finally put whatever it is, that shit talk, that those old stories can go to bed. We're also in like our final, it's so crazy to think that Neptune will eventually be leaving Pisces because we've had it there for so long. But it also being co-present with Mars really does feel like that last push of making some old Pisces dreams comes true, which could really be related to art, music, fantasy. It's just really about bringing our inner world out with Mars and Aries there because Aries Mars is such a doer, and then Neptune is such the dreamer. So it's like the dream and do are together. And then Jupiter is giving the all systems go. Yes, people want it. There could be, a lot of wide reach for this. And then also Pluto too adds a level of importance. Like this could actually maybe be a long lasting project or one that you're known for a long time. So it doesn't even have to be something you do forever, but it might have that staying power that really sticks. I mean, that was my main rant. I really just wanted to get this out here because I think I would encourage working with this moon tonight. I would encourage getting your journal out, maybe writing with some prompts. Like, what is it you've always wanted to do? Always wanted to make? It's like if you were a kid, if money was no option, like it's like, let's not limit this because Taurus can be really practical, but Uranus is here and Jupiter is here and Venus is here. So there's just a lot of, yeah, do it. Like, I just had a psychic reading, which I love. I love psychics. I just had a psychic reading recently, and she says, if you do nothing, nothing happens. And I think that advice, shout out to Mickey Jacobs, that advice is just so solid. And you don't need astrology or psychicness or any kind of woo to be like, right. Sometimes we just have to start it. And it doesn't mean that has to be the finished product. I'm like the living embodiment of this right now, giving a shot of video and screen sharing and like, hopefully this looks good. I mean, it will look great. Because also this doesn't have to be the final form. And I think that's the Pisces Saturn adaptability is like this can start as one thing and totally look like something different by the end. That's it. That's what I have to share. Let me know if you like this. I'll pop on and do more. I love talking. I love astrology. I love screen sharing. I love tabs. This software I'm using is Luna. I heard about this through Kira, the astrology, who also has a new podcast that's out today. When Stars Align with Megan Rose, that's up further with Kira's dating app that she's working on, the astrology dating app. So check that out too if you want more astro content. Not a sponsored ad, just a friend, and I'm excited to listen. I'm going to go on a walk and listen to that podcast now. I'll be back. I have stuff to talk about. I just had my birthday. I really want to talk about Taurus season and some revelations that I've had and solar return stuff. So I'll be back. Thanks for watching. Happy new moon. Enjoy it. Bye.